Hello, my beautiful moms-to-be. Welcome to Arrivé Yoga's prenatal series. Today, we're focusing the next 30 minutes on a beautiful, relaxing class. Fatigue, let's face it, is a real thing during pregnancy. So let's take this opportunity to let go, to take care of your body, to connect with baby and yourself, and just to get what needs nourishing nourished. So I invite you guys to grab a bolster, some yoga blocks, and a blanket. Find a cozy spot, and I'll meet you on the mat. Hey guys, welcome. This is Floki, our little buddy for the day. He's gonna be here for our yoga therapy. So I invite you to go ahead and grab your bolster, bringing it out in front of you, bringing your big toes to touch, knees mat width apart, and just depending on the trimester you're in, go ahead and bring the bolster either further up the chest or further down, finding a cozy, comfortable spot, bringing your left cheek down onto the bolster, and just taking some breaths here, taking a few moments to let all the thoughts, all the tension in the body release. Relaxing the weight of your body, relaxing all the muscles in your face. Let the body rest on the bolster. Let the hips become heavy. Taking a few deep breaths here. Letting go. Try to breathe into the neck and shoulder area, creating space. Letting the hips become heavy. Letting go of any gripping in the legs. Scanning the body with the breath and just noticing where you are today without judgment, without overthinking. Allow yourself this moment here to really settle in, giving yourself that well-needed time to connect with your body, connect with acknowledging what you're going through, the beauty, the magic, but also the amount of energy this whole process is asking from you. So being kind to yourself, breathing in deep, and letting go, taking this moment for yourself and for baby. Continuing to breathe in deep, relaxing the muscles in the face, and turning the head the other direction, putting the right cheek down onto the bolster, and noticing what comes up. Again, without judgment, without the need to do anything, just letting go. Using the breath to scan the whole body, letting go of any tension. See if you could begin to extend the breath. Inhaling in through the nose and exhaling out through the nose, perhaps using your ujjayi breath if that's part of your practice. And if you like to work with affirmations, Go ahead and settle into your affirmation here. Let it come from the heart. Last breath here, and on the exhale, slowly coming back up, bringing the hands to the lower abdomen. I'm just taking a moment here for you and baby to connect. Pushing the bolster a little bit further up the mat, resting your forehead down onto the bolster, and slowly walking the hands up, bringing yourself into a downward facing dog, walking out the legs, relaxing the back, lifting the tailbone up towards the sky, lifting the heels up, and of course, depending on the size of your belly right now, feel free to bring the feet further apart. Careful not to put too much pressure on the forehead. We're just allowing simple rest of your head on the bolster. Relaxing all the muscles in the face. And then slowly bring yourself back onto your knees. Sitting back onto your heels. Putting the bolster aside, moving slowly, go ahead and grab your blocks. Take a moment for a little puppy therapy. And bringing yourself into Japanese seated position. Feel free to grab one of the blocks to sit on if you wish. The knees just a little bit apart. Either bringing the hands stacked one on top of the other on the top of the thighs, or bringing your hands to the lower belly to connect with you and with baby. Taking your time here, breathing in, letting go. Final few breaths here. Long, slow, extended breath. And then slowly interlace the fingers, palms facing towards you. And then very slowly extend the palms facing away from you, pushing the back towards the back, and then lifting the palms up towards the sky, opening up the chest, tailbone curls down so you're not arching too much in the back, and then exhale, arms out to the sides in 2 L shapes, opening up the chest, bringing the hands down, and then back up, repeating a few more times. Exhaling forward, inhaling, bringing the palms up to the sky, exhaling out to the side like you're waking up for the first time in the morning. Couple more rounds, warming up the spine, waking up the body. Take a focus on the beautiful sensation in the body rather than that perfect technical position. Next round, stay up, keeping the hands up, the shoulders will warm up, breathing a couple rounds here. And then softly turning towards the right. Inhaling back to center, and then over to the left. Inhale back to center, slowly relax the hands down and back, interlacing the fingers behind you, opening up the chest, shoulders down and away, rotating the head softly if you feel like you need to release any tension in the neck and shoulder area. Breathing in here, releasing the jaw and all the muscles in the face. Relaxing the hands, letting go, coming back to center. A little more puppy cuddles as we slowly bring ourselves into a tabletop position, fingertips pointing towards you, and just softly swinging forward and backwards. If it feels nice, feel free to tuck the toes under as well, just to get a deeper stretch as you scoop the hips forward and back. Feel free to rotate the ankles, point and release the toes, getting any tension out of that area. Couple more breaths here, enjoying the release in the palms, in the wrists, spreading the fingers as wide as they go, and then slowly bringing the tops of your feet back into the ground, bringing that block to sit back on if you wish, sitting onto your heels in the block. And one more round, lifting the hands up towards the sky, exhaling, bringing the hands forward, tucking the chest in, chin to chest. Inhaling, rising up, opening up, and exhale, bring it forward. Couple more rounds just like that, moving with your breath at your speed. And when you're ready, bringing the hands out to the sides, and then bringing the hands back together towards the front, and then out to the sides, opening up the chest. New little version of cat-cow. Breathing in here. Let it feel good. Let it be a release of all the tension. Coming to center, start to move and wiggle the body slowly. And go ahead and remove the block from underneath you, bringing back the bolster behind you. Either bringing some yoga blocks or bringing your second seated cushion behind the top of your bolster. And we're going to create a little cushioning for us to lean back on. Bring yourself seated out in front, bringing the bolster to barely touch the back. And if you wish to create a bound angel, go ahead and grab your strap or perhaps the strap of your robe, your bathrobe, tucking that into the feet and bringing the soles of your feet together. moving at your speed, and when you're ready, go ahead and slowly lean back onto the bolster for a few breaths here, really letting go. Try to release any tension. Feel free to bring yoga blocks underneath your knees if you need for a little extra support. We really want to be able to completely release the weight of your body here. So use the props that you need. Bring the hands to the lower belly, touching the tip of the index fingers and the tip of the thumbs, creating that little triangle space. And just use this quiet moment here for you to completely relax and to connect with your body and with baby. And slowly bringing your chin to your chest, using the hands to lift back up. Remove the strap. Bring the knees back in together. Taking a moment here to extend both legs out in front of you. And then go ahead and bend the right knee, removing the muscles of your calf if you need, and without leaning forward too much, especially if you're a little bit further in your pregnancy, it might be a bit tight for the belly here. Rather, try to engage that left leg into the ground, flexing the left foot, bringing the tailbone towards the back, extending the spine nice and tall, and we're reaching for a stretch in the hamstrings here. Check in with your right knee, make sure there's no discomfort. If there is, you can just go ahead and create a half butterfly with your right leg. Slowly bring yourself back. Getting a deep stretch, curling that tailbone down. You can use your hands to push the hips down if you wish. Settle in here. Should feel nice. You shouldn't have any pinching or discomfort here. Again, if this is uncomfortable for your right knee, create the half butterfly pose where you just bring in the sole of your right foot to touch the inner left thigh, keeping your right knee out to the side. Feel free to bring your right hand to the sole of your right foot. And just to feel that touch, that care, that nourishment. You can create soft little massages if you wish. And just breathe here for a few moments. And slowly begin to lean over to the left to bring yourself back up. Unbend that right leg And just create some heat around that right knee, massaging that right leg, getting that blood flow back wherever you need it. Taking a few breaths here. And whenever you feel ready at your speed, go ahead and bend that left leg, removing the muscle of the calf if needed, adjusting yourself, and bringing yourself softly forward. One more deep breath in here. And then slowly bring yourself to lean back onto your bolster, tucking the tailbone down, and let the hips and the body become heavy. This is a great stretch if you're having a bit of tension in the sciatic nerve. Especially in that first trimester, our body is kind of taking a shock with the hormones that are relaxin and everything's shifting and moving. So it's very normal for us to start getting a little bit more pain in the hips and the legs here. So this is a great stretch to create a little bit more space, so we can allow our body to shift and to create space for baby in a less painful manner. Breathing in here. And slowly start to bring yourself back up, leaning to the right. Slowly bringing that left leg forward, bringing the heat back to the knee, massaging, breathing here, nourishing what needs nourishing. Let the massage and the touch move with the breath. And when you're ready, go ahead and bring the bolster between your legs out in front of you. Feel free to bring the seated cushion or your yoga block stacked on top. And we're going to go into a soft, passive forward fold. Make sure you're creating enough space for your belly if needed. Flexing the feet. And then we're going to allow the back to round out here. Relaxing, letting go, breathing deep. On the next inhale, slowly begin to rise back up. Taking your time, removing the bolster or the seated cushion. And we're actually going to keep the bolster next to us for our Shavasana. Taking a moment here to connect, bringing the left hand to your heart space and the right hand to baby. Just to connect. And then one last position before we go into our Shavasana, bringing the bolster behind you, the upper back. You want the shoulders to go past the bolster, bringing a block or the seated cushion to lean your head on. And just take a moment here. And again, if you're further along in your pregnancy and this is uncomfortable on your belly, you can skip this and go straight into your Shavasana. Final breath here. Slowly swing your right arm over to the left, bringing yourself onto your left side. And we're slowly going to bring ourselves into our Shavasana, leaning onto your left side. Feel free to grab your blanket if needed. Taking all the time that you need to move slowly, settling in here, bringing the bolster to the side. We're going to lean on our left side, left leg extends straight, and we're just going to bring that bolster so that our right leg can bend and lean right on top. And utilizing this final moment of healing to fully let go, to allow the work of our practice today to nourish, to breathe deep, to continue connecting with baby, sending all that energy and love throughout your whole body and to baby. Couple breaths here. And Shavasana. Taking final breath here. Enjoy the final puppy therapy. And if you wish to stay in Shavasana for a little bit longer, go ahead and stay here for a while. Otherwise, go ahead and slowly bring yourself back up into a seated meditation pose. Taking your time, staying present, keeping the breath with the movement. And I thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste. Thanks so much for sharing this beautiful journey with me today, guys. Stay tuned and I hope to see you next week.